welcome to episode 92 of my podcast, The View from the Crow's Nest. It is Saturday, 5th of September 2020, and it was meant to be a day off, and I failed entirely. I had what I thought was going to be about half hour, maybe an hour's of work to do this morning for a client, and then I got a call from said client, and we were on the phone off and on throughout the day for over 5 hours, and I was doing quite a lot of work for them, and I am absolutely drained, frankly. The couple of bits I wanted to do for myself I didn't really do. I didn't go out with family, I didn't have any sort of that time off. I feel really tired. To be fair, I didn't fall asleep till about 2:30 this morning and then woke up 5 hours later or whatever, so feeling pretty tired anyway. Sim and the kids went out to the beach, I didn't, and I don't feel bad about it, I just feel drained, man. Wasn't in the mood to do my daily noodle video, but I did think 8 in a row. I can feel it's going to be quite to do those, it's quite, the podcast is easy, I just start talking, as you can pretty much tell, but with those I kind of have to work out what I'm going to play, or at least have an idea of it. And although today, so basically they usually take about 15-20 minutes, and I guess the podcast does as well, on some occasions, but I want to get myself with the daily noodle into a position where I don't feel so egotistical about how it sounds, kind of thing. It's like, do it, get it done, get it out there now. Maybe people watch it, maybe they don't watch it, but it starts charting for myself my progress, if there is any, on the guitar, but also it kind of forces me to play each day, which is kind of the main point of it. Outside of that, measured my waist this morning, the first time, down to about 1 second. I got down to basically 80 centimetres, which is definitely the lowest I've been since I started measuring myself quite a number of years ago. So my body is changing, it's getting into better shape, so that's positive, definitely positive. The call with the client this afternoon, we helped pivot their business a bit towards something which I think is more long-term, commercially viable, and gives us a more solid plan. So that's positive, because now there's action things that we can really do. So that was good. Unfortunately, I had to part ways with one of the Audience Ninja team members today. I'd given them a bit of a warning's probably, well, maybe it's the right word, maybe it's the wrong word, but basically I'd said that I wasn't happy with how things were at the beginning of last week, and they had a week to kind of improve, and predominantly it was about communication. They just seemed to disappear for days on end, and they said, I'll be back on and then they weren't. And then today they sent a message going, I'm really surprised that you've done this, because I was doing this stuff, and I couldn't and I was tired last night, so that's why I didn't message you. And so it's all of this stuff might be true, but it's a reminder to anybody who may be listening at any point that communication is the number one obstacle, problem and key to any relationship, whether that's your business relationship, your relationship with your boss, with a partner at work, with your spouse or your partner, with your kids. Talking about it, letting the other person know what's going on, is probably one of the biggest sources of problems that most people have. They either assume that the other person knows, which never assume, because the other person probably doesn't know, or they think it's obvious and therefore I don't need to say it, or they they just don't update people, they don't let people know what they're thinking or what they're feeling. And in business, you can't rely on somebody who you give a task to and you don't know whether they're doing it or not, you don't know whether they're coming back. So I would urge anybody who is in any kind of communication with clients, with colleagues, bosses, underlings, whatever, update people, let them know what's going on, because that's really, really important. So unfortunately we've parted ways. On the plus side, I did yesterday, I think, put out a few new ads for people to take their place, and I've already got quite a number of candidates interested. So no doubt, not only am I going to bring on board somebody to replace that person, but I think we're going to bring on board 2, maybe 3 people. So the team will be expanding to quite a number of people, and that will give us more capacity. Now we just need to get more clients. and get the work done for them. But on a personal level, it means there's now a greater team to realise Simona and I's vision and projects and stuff, which is kind of the main point of Audience Ninja in the first place. So that's sort of positive for that. Tomorrow I am going to take the day off. I don't care, I want a day off, and we're probably not going to do much because it's Sunday and there's nothing doing, but nonetheless it's I'm sure going to be very enjoyable to just chillax. I think I might have a little drink at lunchtime, maybe a little sweet cake after lunch, chill out basically, no training, no nothing, and then back to it all on Monday. So that's the view from the crow's nest tonight. A little bit of, I don't know what it is, but that's what it is. And I will speak to you tomorrow. We'll see if I've managed to do my chill out for tomorrow. Fingers crossed I have. Is this even recording? Yes, it is. Well, that's lucky. Okay then, speak to you tomorrow. Toodle pip. Bye.